ask questions. Okay, so my name is Miss Martin, and I work at Lester B. Pearson High School. And this is actually one of my students that just joined the meeting, Mohammed. I know Mohammed. That's the only student that I know, and everybody else is new to me. But I have started looking at you guys' icebreaker activities, and I am getting to know you a little bit better. I have been teaching at Lester B. Pearson High School since 2006, and I teach different classes. I teach ELL, I teach social studies, and this year I taught English 10-2, and I really enjoyed teaching freedom and of choice in this matter, but not in summer school. So believe me, it is also quite a bit of workload for me because, together with preparing for your lessons and answering the discussion questions, I also have to keep on reading because the novel for the course, for example, and many of you already started reading it, called Catch Me If You Can. I've never read that novel before. I heard of the story, I heard there was a movie, but I've never read the book. So I am almost finished reading it, and I suggest you do the same because it's quite a long book. So I see we have quite a bit of people here, and I suggest we get going. All right. So I will try to, it's been a while since I used my Google Meets, but let me just share my screen with you.
She will tell you what to do, in the first.
So in a second, you will be able to see my presentation that I prepared for this class. And we will start with, not with this, but from the beginning. We'll start with the welcome. And great that you guys could join. You know that the synchronous sessions are not mandatory, which means that you do not have to attend. I'm not going to be taking attendance, but definitely it is to your advantage, especially it only runs 1 hour a week. So if you have any questions and you want to ask them live instead of writing me a message, that's a chance to do it, right? So we usually will be having a tutorial on Wednesday at 10 a.m. But this week, I will be giving an additional tutorial on Friday at 10 a.m. just because I suspect a few people won't be able to join right away because it's the first class, and some people might run into some technical difficulties. So this is our agenda for today. All right, so we will do quick introductions. Then I will talk to you guys about the key dates for the course. I will talk to you about the reading materials, even though I'm pleased that many people already reached out and asked me for the course readings. I'll do a quick overview or a quick refresher of D2L, even though I know that many of you had to do online learning this year and quite familiar with D2L. I'll talk to you about the best ways to contact me. We'll talk about some assignments that are already past due, and then current assignments and the ones that are coming up. And then I'll remind you about the Friday drop-in session. So do you have any questions so far? If anybody has a question, please go ahead, turn on your mic and ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are no questions, so I guess we can move on to the introductions. So what I'd like you to do right now is I'd like you guys to turn on your camera for a second, only when you are introducing yourself, and just give us a wave and say what your name is. And it would be nice if you could use one of the prompts that are given to you, or sentence starters that are given to you, to let us know a little bit more about yourself. So one of them is, when I woke up this morning I felt. Another one, my most exciting experience was, or I get very upset when I am happy, the music I listen to, if I could go anywhere I would. If I won $25 million, I would. If I had 3 wishes, they would be. So choose the one that speaks to you the most, and then I would like to maybe start, from participant number 1. I'll just see whoever logged in first, okay? So if I just take a look at my participants here.
See, my camera
first
is
person
broken.
is, I think.
Whoa! Who's first?
You know what? I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
see an order how you guys joined. That's
You
just
go
in
first.
random order here. But how about Asia? Oh,
My
Asia, your
camera
camera
doesn't
doesn't work.
even-
That's okay,
doesn't
but does
work.
your
Her?
microphone work?
Asia? Do you know her? My
What?
camera
If
is
your
broken.
microphone works,
Many
that
people-
will be fine
Most
as well.
people's camera is broken.
Okay.
Holy shit, dude! Like
Yeah,
No problem.
I cannot say
That
same
if you're
thing.
late,
My
I'm
camera
glad
is
you
broken.
joined.
My camera is
So,
broken.
Asia, if your camera
Yeah,
doesn't
nice.
work, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll put back the sentence starters, and you can introduce yourself quickly. Okay? Go ahead.
Shut up, Tenzin.
You're gonna have to unmute yourself.
Hi, my name's Asia.
My camera
And my
doesn't.
voice sounds raspy.
Asia,
I won't
hear her
lie, I
before though.
only
Do you know
just
her?
woke
Asia.
up.
No problem. It's what you did.
What?
Come on, after all,
Asia.
right? But it's
I
great
hear
you
her
did.
before though.
I don't
When
know.
I woke up this morning, I felt
Tired?
overheated because it's so hot.
Kidding?
I agree. I can't believe this weather we have, and I don't want to complain because
What-
usually I'm
wait,
cold
what's
in
the-
Calgary.
What's the
But
weather?
this has
How's
been
the- how was
something,
the
huh?
weather in Canada? I
Exactly.
really can't.
I was
Yes.
driving by some church yesterday,
How was
and
the weather?
they put
Is
a
it
funny announcement
so
Is it hot?
on,
Nice.
you know,
Yeah.
in front of the
I
church.
don't
They
give a
wrote,
fuck.
"Oh, Satan called, and he wants his
What?
brother
I don't
back."
give a fuck. You know, Japan.
Thank you, Asia.
Really
That's
nice
great.
now.
And then the next person is Axel. So if you can turn on the camera, great.
Hiro
If not,
Introduce
Egawa.
that's fine.
Hiro Egawa is top. Ha.
Introduce
Okay.
yourself.
Axel, do you need me to
Yeah,
put on the
yeah,
sentence starters,
yeah.
or did you catch the one you like?
Me?
Camera doesn't work. That's fine.
Yeah.
Does your microphone work?
Turn on your camera.
Oh, you mean me?
No, I'm talking to Axel right now.
Ha.
I'm not entirely comfortable using my camera. Okay, so why don't you type it up in the chat and I can read that, and then we can move on to, is it Ayantu Muhammad or?
She didn't call my name, Tenzin.
I'm not
Why
sure.
did you say me?
My mic doesn't work either. Okay, so please do the same as I asked of Axel. Just put in your little introduction in the chat for us. And then we're going to move on to Hayden.
Oh, hey then,
Okay.
my bro.
You're next. You're next.
Okay.
And then
Hi,
you're
Hayden.
next.
Oh, hi.
Hayden?
Nice
you.
to see you.
Yeah.
Do you need me to show the sentence starters or did you pick one?
I'll just pick one. Just
Okay, go
one.
ahead. Go ahead.
I forgot.
So where is it? Like the where?
Oh,
What is
yeah,
it?
that's what I'm asking. Like, okay, here they are.
So okay.
Just one.
Okay, just one. Okay, anything. Okay.
I will talk about Jojo.
Okay, this one. If I could go anywhere, I would go.
Okay.
Where would you go?
I'll go Switzerland.
Switzerland? Why Switzerland?
Yeah.
Why Switzerland?
Because I love their like landscape.
Yeah.
I love it.
I cannot hear what they
Yeah,
are
I just
saying.
want to like travel their mountain and yeah, I just want to look
Wow.
about
Beautiful
yeah.
mountain. I've never
Yeah.
been, but I've seen some videos and it looks pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
You
Leave
nice
it,
to
leave it,
meet
leave it.
you. Welcome,
Leave it.
Hayden. And I'm just noticing that I do have some messages in the chat, and so one was from Axel, and Axel.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, in like UK or something.
Oh, but yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
agreed.
Hayden.
Okay, and then what about Axel? My name is Axel, and yes, okay, thanks. And I woke up feeling relatively tired and
Axie?
exhausted. I think it's heat
You're
is doing
next,
a number
I
on
think.
us, guys. Not only
Why
you
my
guys
name
went
is
through a
always
school
being
year
called?
and didn't have a
Holy
chance
shit,
to rest,
dude.
really, and then also this weather
I
is
see.
exhausting. And nice to see you in the session, Axel. And then Ayantu, when I woke up in the morning, I felt tired. Do you guys want to move our sessions to 10 p.m.? All right, so let's move on to the next person, and that will be
Hiro, you're
Hiro.
next.
You're on.
Me? Oh, you mean me?
Yes, now I mean you.
Oh, okay. Can I talk about my hobbies? Can I make
Yes.
I usually I read manga you know manga like anime?
Yes.
I on this time I will recommend JoJo's Blizzard Adventure. The manga is so great, and the picture drawing skill is so great, and the especially story is so good. I
Listen, Hero, do you just if are you just a fan or do you create your own as well?
I in the future I really wanna create my
Ah.
own because
Hey,
can't you imagine like that every single author make a own word from like blank piece of paper from can,
Wow.
Oh,
that's
뽑아내기다.
so great, isn't it? So
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan, but I have a lot of students who are. So you're not alone in your addictions. Okay. I mean,
usually
they-
I also I read the Promise Neverland and the Demon Slayer and the Jujutsu Kaisen and the most of manga. So anyway,
you're an expert. If I ever have a question about it, I talk to
yeah,
you.
yeah. Ask me.
I will ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Hira. Nice to welcome you.
You will.
Okay. So then, Kevin.
That's sick.
Kevin, you're next.
My name is Kevin, and when I woke up, I felt tired.
So it's
You woke up tired. Why tired, Kevin? Did you stay up too late last night?
Yes, kind of.
Oh, well, I am also a person who likes to stay up quite late. You'll notice that I do most of my marking like at night because it's when my children I sleep. I have 3 kids, and during the day it's really hard to focus and mark. So
I don't know
I
why,
usually
like,
do my marking at night and
I'm
stay up as
really-
well. So let's
Damn,
move
bro,
on.
bro,
Okay, no,
really
wait a
what-
second. Yes, Kevin, you're done. Your camera doesn't work, or you don't want to turn it on, or it's fine. It's fine. How about Madeline? Madeline?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Nice to see you. So, Madeline, do you want
What?
to take a look at these, or do you remember?
Oh, I like that shit.
Hi, my name's Madeline.
full metal alchemist.
If I could go anywhere right now, I'd actually want to go to Antarctica.
Did you spell that right?
Because-
Whoa, because it's hot here?
no. Just because it's really cool, and there's like you can see a lot of animals and sea creatures. I think it'd be really fun. But
Antarctica, there are a lot of animals.
yeah, we've got a lot of microbiology there, and then you've also, not to mention, you've got like a lot of penguins. So I think that'd be
Yeah,
really cool.
I was going to say, not a lot of animals can survive that. But yeah, if you look at that standpoint,
Now you
it's
guys
still
are
a
talking
continent,
about
still Earth, right?
Yeah, true.
Okay, well, and so I didn't pronounce your name correctly. It's Madeline.
It's supposed to be Madeline, but I think it's Madeline works.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. Nice to see you this morning. You don't look tired at all. Okay, and next is Mark.
Hi,
Hi.
like, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Oh, yeah, hi, guys. My name is Mark.
Uh-huh.
I want to grab the last question.
Yeah, if I had 3 wishes.
Mm, I wish three things.
If I had 3 wishes, they would be, that's the last question.
Oh, yeah, I know. The first one, I wish I always get a great day to, like, I can enter my favorite university. 3, like, I can travel around the world.
Uh-huh. So that's already 2 wishes. Okay, university and then traveling.
Yeah.
And what's number 3?
So I'm done, right?
What's that?
So I'm done my question, right?
Are you done? Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much, Mark, and thanks for the great icebreaker assignment. I enjoyed looking at it last night. I'm still looking at some of your assignments, guys, so I'm not quite finished, but I'll be done by the end of today, and you'll all already have 1 mark at least. Some people submitted the quizzes, and then I have started marking those as well. All right, so next person after Mark is Mohammed.
Hello, my name is Muhammad. Miss, can you go back to the question, Miss?
Yes,
You know
absolutely. Here you go.
I don't know.
Which one's
Not
the
that Ahmed.
It's
Not
your
that
choice.
Ahmed. Like what we know. Like anyway.
There's many moms.
Miss,
out
also
there, I
number
don't
two,
know.
my most exciting experience was, Miss, when I learned how to swim. It felt good, Miss. When I know how
That's
to
the
swim.
wrong answer, Mohammed. That's the wrong answer. You were supposed to say when Miss Martin taught me English. it's a joke, Mohammed.
I know, Miss.
How old were you when you learned how to swim?
Miss, I was like grade 9, Miss, 14.
Really?
Miss, you know how I learned it? From a
That's
small girl.
late. That's late.
Miss, you know how I learned it? From a small girl, Miss. Like she's 1 or 2 years old.
Oh, you watched her.
No, I learned it from her, Miss.
Wow.
Miss, I
Oh,
saw her
Mohammed.
jumping.
And
Miss,
now
I
that
saw her
you
jumping without life jacket, Miss. I said, if she can jump without life jacket, then I can do it.
Why?
Then I jump,
Am
and
I
then the
talking
man
about
helped me
anime?
to come out, Miss.
Anyway, that thing is.
okay, Mohammed, thank you. And thank you for sharing your exciting experience with us. Now, the next person is it Osvaldo? I'm scared to mispronounce names.
Yeah, you're saying it right.
Thank you. So,
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
want to
good idea,
introduce
man.
yourself?
So my name is Osvaldo,
Okay.
and
Here are the questions if you want to, Mom.
let me see. Let's do like the fifth one. The music
Yeah.
I listen to is
Uh-huh.
let me see. Excess Tentacion, bad. No, sad.
Is it Spanish?
No, it's like a song like that.
Okay.
It's like it's not that depressing or anything. Just I like the song.
So, okay, you got to type it up for me in the chat. I want to listen to it later. Thanks so much, Osvaldo. Welcome to come. Okay, Taha, you were able to join.
Taha.
Please, it's your turn.
Wait, is that Taha? Tenzi?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, nice to see you, Taha. Here are the prompts if you don't remember which one you picked.
Yeah, I just didn't attend the first
Oh,
one.
this is Taha.
I just introduced myself.
Yes, you say who you are, and you did, and then you just pick one of the prompts that's on the screen, and I can maybe make it bigger for you, and then you can just tell us something about yourself.
Okay. I'm Tyler. Yeah. I'm from. My origin is Moroccan, but I was born in Quebec. I lived. I learned just speak a little French. Then I moved back to Morocco when I was 5 years old. I started learning Arabic. For 11 years, I stayed there.
How much YouTube watch?
Started living with my family. I learned a lot of stuff, but I was so excited about school, and I want to become a mechanical engineer. And my father just bring me here, and I just come here in 2019, and I never and the funny part is I never studied English before. When I come here, I attend the first class. I was like, what? And the first quiz I passed, I get 19%. I was like, no, and especially it was math, and for me math, I usually back in Morocco, I get hundreds everywhere in math, and I get 19. I was like, I need to do it. So and I get so motivated. I just push myself so hard for the first month, and I get from someone who get 19 to someone who get 90% and above, and
when it was your first test, you got 19 or 90?
19.
Oh, you must have been upset.
No, I don't understand the question. The only question I understand was an equation. I see it. I know how to solve it. It's the hardest part in the quiz. the other thing, because there are questions in English, I didn't
I
know.
understand. You only knew the math part, not the
Yeah.
All right. But thank you. It's nice to see you. We've been writing each other quite a bit, but I gotta have to
I'm
move
not
on to someone
sure,
else.
but
Yeah,
I
Lots of
will.
stuff to cover. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. So and then we have Yosef. Yosef, I think.
What?
Go ahead.
I might
It's
watch.
Yusuf.
Okay. Yosef.
Yeah.
Ah,
Can I see the sentences?
What?
Yes, absolutely. Here you go. And I can make them bigger too. Okay.
When I woke up this morning, I felt really hungry and hot.
I know. Okay. I thought the two don't go together. I felt like when you're hungry, when you're hot, you're not very hungry. Or does it not work for when you're a teenager?
No, I was just tired the night before, so I woke up hungry.
Okay.
And it was also hot, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice to see you in the session. So now I am not sure if I got everyone. If someone, or is it them? I'm not sure. Did I miss anyone? No? Okay. So then I see that some people I see some people send me some questions.
me.
Miss Madden, do you teach at Pearson? Yes, I teach
What is
at
it?
Pearson.
Who
full
what's
time.
what's that?
And
Psychopath,
then
psychopath.
Mohammed Balbukai is one of the guys in this class, and he is
What's that?
one of my students. All right, and so I see you guys are talking to each other, which is great because I would like you to communicate and maybe even exchange information and help each other during this course. However, remember about the plagiarism policy. So I think we should move on to the information part of this class, and I wanted to warn you about something because this was probably not the case when you guys had your regular online school when we had to break for COVID, right? And what I wanted to warn you about is this. So because this is summer school and some people are not able to attend right
Keep
now,
calm, you are being
there will
recorded.
be a choice for them to watch this class
Why are you
later,
recording?
which
No,
means
the
that
session is being
you
recorded.
will be recorded. Now, you weren't recorded until now, right?
Keep
Because it was just our introductory activity.
Who's
There was nothing
recording the session?
informational
The
about
teacher
it.
or what?
I don't
And
know.
they won't see you, sharing with us your information about yourself. But from now on, okay, when I'm going to be covering informational pieces, you will be recorded as well. So if you choose to ask a question, just remember, be mindful that you are recorded. And the good thing, if you are,
And
if you like privacy and you don't really like to have recordings of yourself anywhere, the good thing is that you guys will not stay on D2L forever. Right after this course is done, which is at the end of July, all of those recordings, they will be erased and wiped, right? So it doesn't stay anywhere in the archives. This is just in case someone misses the class and they really would like
agree.
to see what happened, what went on, right? So I haven't started at the recording until now, but I will start it right now. Do you have any questions or concerns before I press record button? No?
No, mom.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you guys being cooperative. And I mean, to be honest with you, I am not a fan of, being recorded. So if I could avoid this, I would. But this is something that's a requirement of my administration, right, from summer school. So I'm going to press
Why
the
is
record
she
button.
recording it?
And
If someone missed this class,
and then we'll move on to
the people can see
the informational
this
pieces.
class.
And you guys can please,
people want.
I'm going to pause after each slide and I will ask if you have any
Oh.
questions. And if you do, go right
But
ahead.
where
And
she will
unmute
post
your
it in
microphone.
D2L or what?
And please, please ask a question. And one thing I'd like you to do, not to do during this part, is that don't write each other funny messages or just messages for fun, because this is something important. And then after class, maybe you could send a few messages after as well. All right. So I'm going to start the recording now, and we'll begin.
Make sure everything is
all right. So I'm going to display the slideshow again, and I will present it, and if you have a question at the end of each slide, I'll give you a chance to ask it. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to talk to you about is some important dates, some key dates for our class. So the first one is July 1st. Now, July 1st is a statutory holiday in Canada, and it's a day off for most of the workers, and it will be for me as well.
Nice.
Now, for you guys, it is your choice. You work at your own pace. So
Yeah, tomorrow is
if you
break,
choose to
and
work on
Friday
that
we have
day,
to do it.
DTL will be available for you. You can still submit assignments. You can still do your readings. However, if you choose to skip the day and have some fun with your family, that's fine. Okay, you'll just have to catch up, you know, on your own time, maybe Friday or Saturday, whenever you find time. And all the messages you sent to me on that day will be answered in the morning on Friday. The next date I want to talk to you about is July 12th. July 12th is the last day to drop the course if you feel like you don't.
Wait.
It's not up to your level. You don't want to take it anymore. You're falling behind in the course and you don't want to take it. Or if there are some circumstances that arose that you haven't thought would. And July 12th will be the cut-off day for the withdrawal.
Yeah, she check it.
Then July 26th. July 26th is a Monday, and it is a very important day for you to remember because this is the last day to submit coursework. So, you know, you have due dates for every assignment, and I really hope you can adhere to those because that will ensure success for you and for me. For you and in being able to move on to the next task, for me in being able to mark promptly. But if you caught behind, caught a few days late, that's okay. You can ask for an extension. I'll be happy to give it to you. But there will be no work turned in after July 26th. So this is an important day. It's like a deadline for everything, right? So then what happens on the 27th and 28th of July is I will have time to finish all the marking and to come up with a final grade for you. And it should be available for you on Power School on July 29th. So you will be able to see if you passed and also with what with
I don't know.
score,
I cannot
right?
see, but
Do you have any questions about the key dates?
Why?
I cannot see the wrong answers.
If there are no questions,
Number 10 is
there's a question. Okay,
Number
so
10.
I'm gonna have to minimize that and take a look
The
at the chat. I
third
know
one.
some people have no microphones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's
The-
on
the
the
third one,
first?
third.
Do you mean which
This one,
assignment? What's on the 1st of July?
No, the last one. Last
It's
one.
a
The Friday.
holiday.
Wait.
It's a holiday, Axel. You know that. It's a day off.
The first one. I forgot.
The passing grade. That you
And
need
number
to pass
8.
in.
Wait, can I ask
which
the
is
teacher
exactly?
which
It's
question
a
did you get wrong?
50% grade.
Oh,
No, why do you want?
I know
got
you want to
90%.
kind of send me an email about that,
100%,
and
that's what?
you know what I suggest you stay after
90% is good.
about
No,
that
not
because
good.
this is a very
100%.
painful
Make
subject,
sure,
especially
No, I mean, I'm
this
not
year,
asking
right?
my
And
teacher.
with the news
Why?
we all heard, and it is quite
Number 5. What does the so many
a hurtful thing to learn. But there's more than that to the subject.
No,
So
wait,
if you wish, only if you
Then the
want,
story. What
you can
does
stay
it?
with after class, and you and I can chat. But when is the final? So the final is actually that question, Madeline. I would like to show you a checklist, and that checklist actually
Yeah, the
has
second
all
one.
the
Yeah,
things and
he
all the
thinks
dates,
he's doing the.
and
Why
then
you
it will
cannot see
answer
your
the question
result?
in itself. All right. So
Yeah, what my
What?
I'm going
Can
to
you
move
see your
on
result?
to the next slide. All
No.
right. So the next
My
slide
God.
has to do with the course readings.
The first
A
one.
few
First
of
one.
you emailed me and messaged
What
me
the-
on private
This one's
discussion,
first one, right?
and they asked me a question about the reading
Yeah,
materials.
the
And
second
I
one. 6 is the second one.
applaud
This
to
one is
those
second one?
students because
Yeah, many.
they
Yeah.
they know that it takes
The
long to
last-
read a novel,
the last
and it is
second one.
only a few days that we have to work on a novel in the course.
Yeah, the
So
third
it is
one.
a very
Her
wise
family has
idea
been
to
in
start
Wait,
reading
wait,
now.
please ask your
By
teacher.
now,
I
you
can
are
send you
supposed to
I
have
can
read at
send
least one of
email
the
to
short
your
stories,
teacher.
and hopefully you read both.
No, man.
They are
I will not
developed
answer.
and the
I got
possibility
90%.
of evil. Okay,
How
and then
should
the
I
novel we
answer?
are reading in this course is called "Catch Me If
I
You
got
Can,"
90%.
and
Then please make me 100%.
it is in
No.
our shell
Why?
same as our short stories, and there's also an audiobook there.
Why?
If you prefer to listen to a book, or you like when someone reads to you,
Wait,
that's a
quiz.
choice for you as well. And then we'll be doing a modern drama, which is a play, right? And it's called Lord Fools. And it is also in your content of UDTL. And you guys will be watching and doing
No,
a film
I cannot
study.
see.
And there are 3 choices, and you only need to do one of them. All right. So that's the reading material. So I advise for you to start reading urgently. If you are reading as we go, the stories and the drama will be fine because they're quite short pieces. The novel, however, takes long. The audio recording for the novel itself, so somebody is reading it to you, I think it's about 8 hours. So when you read by yourself, it might be even longer because you might need to look up a couple of words or check out some new vocab. So, it will take quite a bit of time. So start now, don't leave it till later. Do you have any questions about the reading materials? So if you don't, yes, I see there.
Yeah.
Saha, why don't you read the question in the chat for me? You told me you're an altruist, so I'm going to get you to help me. Because when I have a slideshow open, I can see your questions in the chat.
Yeah, I just don't want you to go all the way to the message, and I just directly with the microphone. It's just about today, the quiz. It's both of them. They just come from me.
Oh, it's about the quizzes today, so it's not about the reading materials. So all the kinds of questions you guys reserve for the end. Right now, I'm just asking about the reading materials. So if there are no questions about the reading materials, I will show them to you where they are located in content in case you haven't found them yet. All right, so the next slide is about the quick refresher for D2L, right? So, guys, when you click on the course home, you know what shows up, right? There is like our, meet the teacher widget and also the announcements. The announcements are important because all the information that's ongoing, usually pretty much daily, I'll be posting here, right? So, for example, you saw an announcement that Thursday will be a day off for teachers. You also saw an announcement about today's Google Meet, and also sometimes I'll be posting an announcement about what you should be focusing on today or this week. So check that out. And then after that, you guys can see in your nav bar, there are a few things, and I know that many of you have started working quite intensively, so you're already familiar with many of them. So most of the information
this is right, man. She wrote next
materials
thing
are in the
that
content.
you didn't even
And
read
then
the story, man.
checklist is a
Yeah,
very
I know, I'm
good
checking
very
Google.
good tool. So I encourage you to
Google
open up
is
the
not always
checklist,
correct,
Madeline
man. You know
What do you
that.
mean?
and what do you find there?
Google is always
all the
not
things you
correct.
have to do for this
Sometimes I
course
miss.
with due dates, right? And so you
So
you
which
don't have
question
to
you
submit
think
this checklist to
you
me,
got
but
that
this is for
wrong?
you to
You
stay
think
on
which
track. You
question?
can
Maybe
check
the
it out.
first one. The first.
When is due?
This one?
What is due
Yeah,
and when
I
is
think
due?
it's the second.
And make
The
sure you're on track,
devotion.
okay? And then
No, this one
discussions
is
is
fine.
what
This
we
one is
use for
fine.
our first icebreaker assignment, and we also will be using that one
I think it's the second one.
for the
The
normal.
info and
But
the
it's
only.
number one
Yeah.
tool for us to communicate. The administration of
Let me
summer
check.
school does not want you guys to use email, and I'll tell you why. They seem to reserve the email for your parents if they need to get in touch with me. Or if you
She
guys
doesn't
want
have
to
any
talk to me,
like
or for some reason you can't access
like
it, then
family
of course
members.
go
Like
ahead and send
she's
an email.
lonely,
But in
and the
general, all
therefore
the
is like
inquiries have to be on
she's
discussions,
not good.
and I'll tell you why. Because my principal, since I am working from home, wants to know what I'm doing, how well I'm supporting you guys, and also they want to know, how well you're doing and how active you are. So they are
She doesn't have any
able to open
family members.
into
Like
discussions
she's
and see
lonely.
how many times we messaged each other and if I'm helping you enough or what is the response time. So if you need to get in touch with me, please go into discussions, find a private discussions chat, and it will only go to me, right? Not the rest of the students in the class won't be able to see it. And the assignments is where you will submit your first assignment, for example, your
Time
personal
for
response
women
to text
is fake, man.
paragraph, and other assignments as well later on, but that's the first one.
You
that
get
one is,
90%,
on
man.
July 5th. The
Why do you
quizzes,
want
I know
100%?
most of you went to quizzes. You had to do your first 2 Turnitin quizzes, and also some of you have already done some quizzes on short stories. So nicely done. And then grades. Now, this is important. Now, grades is something I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you how it looks like for me.
You go to Google Meet.
You'll have a good idea.
Why?
Because honestly,
She's showing
this is
something.
not what you used to. Many of you used to Power School, and in this summer school session, Power School is only used for the final grade. Now, for ongoing grades, we'll be using the grades on D2L. Okay, so I'll show you how it looks like for me. I'll try not to show anybody's marks, but oops, I just wanted to, okay, just one sec. I need to stop sharing here for a sec. And I'll go right into the course home, and I'll show you.
She's not a postmaster, man.
Okay. So guys, take
She's
a look,
not a
and then
kind
after the
woman.
class you can check out your own marks, how it
is.
looks like. So if
She
you
is
go
not,
into
man.
the
At first, she
grades,
looked like a kind
section in the
woman, but she's
navbar,
not.
you will see that for me as a teacher,
If you
it's
read
all
the
done,
story,
it's
you
all
understand.
made easy, okay? Because it's
Okay.
already set up for me. So what I see already is I see all you guys' names, all of the names. Oops, what just happened there? I clicked something. It's very sensitive, I find, this grades thing. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so I see all of you guys' names, and then I see all of the assignments on top. You see, and they're all set up according to module.
You go to Google Meet.
So all I have to do is I need to go in and punch in your number. And sometimes when you do like an automatic quiz, it can actually, the mark will show up right away here. For some quizzes, I still have to go in and read a few things you wrote, and then it will only show up here when I have looked through your quiz. Okay, so when you guys look at your mark, you need to go into grades and check them out there, not on Power Teacher. Power Teacher or Power School will only record the final grade for the course. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to our slideshow here. And on our navbar, the only thing that's left is course admin, which I don't think you guys have, and then Google Meet. Google Meet is a shortcut to our meetings. So when you go into Google Meet, you just need to post the same nickname every time, the one I gave to you, right? And since you're all here, you already know what it is. And then you'll be connected to me. Do you have any questions about the navbar, about D2L so far? If there are no questions, I am just going to show you a little bit of about the content. Okay? So, and again, I'm sorry if you're already pretty good with it and I'm boring you with this, but I know some people might find it helpful. So if you go into your content, that's where all of our materials are. And and you can right away see, that there are a few modules, right? So right now we're working on our module number 1, short stories and poetry. The next module will be your opinion piece, where you're writing persuasive writing for me. Persuasive.
You start your module 1,
the
poetry,
study, and hopefully by the time we're working on it, you will already have finished reading your novel, or almost finished reading your novel. Then we will be working on visual reflection, where we will be writing about a picture or a photograph.
Yeah, this.
And then we will study our modern drama.
Yeah, I'm studying like today or tomorrow.
After that, the last module is number 6, where you write about one of the movies that you chose out of the 3 options available, right? And the final exam information is hidden. And I will be honest with you guys, since this year is so different, I'm not even quite sure if you will be required to do an exam or if it's going to be an optional thing. I will have a meeting with my learning leaders soon, and I will let you know. You guys know that in high schools, most exams were optional, so it was like a no-risk exam. You could take it if you want.
So, like the final exam is optional.
Your average, that wasn't taken into consideration. So please let me ask my learning leader this question, and I will update you on Tuesday, because that's when
you're in Google Meet. It's not a time
for now, there's a long time before that anyway, because if there is an exam, it's going to be on one of the last days of the course. So do you have any questions about detail or content? So if there are none, we're going to move on. Okay, and so the next slide will be devoted to the messages, right? And I think I have already mentioned that please use private discussions to get in touch. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the time of contact. So I usually check my messages in the morning.
Here.
Okay, from about 9
No,
to about
Nothing.
12.
I say shut
So
up.
if you text me a message or write me a
You should.
message in that time, you will probably get the response right away. Okay. If you write me a message later on in the day, that is absolutely fine. But I might not be able to get to it until the next morning when I'm working on the course again. So just a heads up, if you want your question answered right away, please ask it in the morning, 9 to 12. If you ask a question later, I might not be able to answer it until the next morning. Okay. And the response time, I'll try to do my best, but it will never be longer than 24 hours. Okay, never be longer than that. And do you have any questions about the contacting your teacher section? Okay, so no questions. We're moving on to the assignments update. So I know that many of you guys are on track, and I'm very glad to see that, for the first assignment, basically 70% of the class have completed it on time and submitted it. So thank you very much, and congratulations on being done. And I have started marking, and I will be done today, and you'll have your first mark by the end of today. You also did your Turnitin quizzes, and it was a requirement in order for most of the content to be released for you. And so Turnitin is all about, being having integrity as a student, not copying other people's work, and not plagiarizing, right? And I'm sure that you've heard about this before in your high schools, and it's no different in summer school. And it is quite a serious academic offense, and I encourage you to do your work independently. As for current work, you should be working on Module 1, which is devoted to short stories and poetry. And once you're done reading both stories, and by reading, I don't mean like just quickly skimming through them. I mean close reading, looking up the new words, trying to get to the point of it, and trying to get the elements of short stories. So who is the protagonist of the story? So what is the plot about? Where is the climax? What are the main conflicts? How is the conflict resolved? So once you feel like you have not only read the story, but also understood it well, and sometimes most of the times it requires more than one reading, then go ahead, open up quizzes, and complete the quizzes. There is one quiz for each story, and you are required to do both. Okay, and then the upcoming assignments, assignment number 1. Okay, assignment number 1 is due July 5th. Okay, and I will run a tutorial on Friday at 10 a.m., which is optional, and you only need to connect or join Google Meet only if you have a question and you're not sure if you're doing a good job with this assignment, or if you're not sure what to include. Okay, so this assignment is your personal response to the short stories and the poetry you read, and also your personal experiences. You don't have to include all of them, of course. One story or poem or 2 at the most, and something from your own life, something you lived through. Okay, and it is only 1 paragraph. And please, as soon as possible, start reading your novel, because it's long and you will not be able to finish if you don't start right away. Do you have any questions about the assignments? Okay, and this is just a reminder that on Friday I will run an additional session which will be devoted to this assignment alone. Okay, I will not be presenting anything, but I'll be able to help you if you have questions, if the instructions that are in content did not suffice, if those instructions did not suffice.
So if you join in Friday, she will tell you what to do in the assignment first. Personal response.
Some examples you can.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I am pretty much.
So do you understand?
What I wanted to say, and I am open to your questions. Okay, so nobody's saying anything. So maybe you could say everything is clear. We know what we're doing. I want some feedback. Who wants to go first? Okay, so Taha, you can go first. What?
Okay.
What is he saying?
I just
I don't know.
about the final.
Maybe like
Just
they're
one
asking
sec.
questions or something.
Absolutely.
Okay, okay.
Let's talk together. Okay, you and I can chat. Taha, go ahead with your question.
Okay, it's just about the final. Is some multiple choice and comprehension? Or
Yeah, they're asking questions.
Okay. Well, you know what? Like I said, let me talk because I'm not sure if it's even going to take place. So instead of scaring everyone right now, I say, let me talk to my learning leader. Okay, get more information. And if you guys really want to, if you're excited to learn about it now, like, or for example, you, Taha, I can message you what my learning leader said. I don't even have to wait till Tuesday. I can just write him an email and he'll respond to me. Okay, so I don't know. And I don't know because this year is a little bit different. And if there were changes and if it was canceled, maybe, then I would not want to talk about it in detail. Let me find out about that, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, Yusuf, Taha, is that okay? Can I get back and get back to you later?
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I can
Okay, I'll send you a message. And then I'll talk to everyone about it in our next session. Yosef, was my icebreaker thread posted? I haven't seen it, but why don't you stay after class? And as you are still here, I'll check and I'll let you know. Okay. When I kind of
Did she mark your icebreaker thing?
I didn't see yours, but maybe I wasn't attentive looking.
So.
I definitely didn't mark it yet. Okay.
She did.
Any other questions?
Hey, show me.
Wait.
Why you reading manga?
No questions. Okay, so if there are no more questions, I am going to finish the recording because I'm only staying with a couple of students and we're just going to discuss a few issues. And I thank everyone for coming and joining me. It was great to see some of you and to hear others and to communicate via chat with the ones with no mics. That's fine as well. And I will see you guys again on Friday if you choose to drop in. And if you don't choose to drop in, then I will see you during our next tutorial, which is scheduled for Wednesday at 10 a.m. next week.
Yes, if you want to join, you can join. If you don't, you don't have to join.
Afternoon. Please don't fall behind. Many of you are doing so great, and I'm proud of you because it takes quite a bit of will to be an independent learner. So nicely done. And Axel and Yosef, please stay. And everybody else, bye.
Oh.
So it's done, man.
Hayden. It's not in Power School. The only thing that will be in Power School for you is your final mark. That's it. Okay? Everything else is in detail.
Miss, I have a question.
Then you say, what's your question?
Miss, now when I'm going to grade 12, Miss, they told me that I have to go to level 4. But I did summer school for 10, Miss. Do I still have to take the 4,
Let's just
Miss?
say thank you. Then done.
Well, actually, yes, you were supposed
Thank you,
to.
and
So
done.
I
You
did
can
talk
leave it now.
to Miss Fierce about this,
I should
and
say
she
bye,
was not happy
bye.
you were but we decided that now that you're registered to let you have a try. It's a little bit beyond your level, but maybe if you work really hard, you'll be able to pass. I don't know. If you want, you can email Miss Fierce today, and hopefully it is good work. She can respond. But today is the last day for teachers.
He always good student.
Miss, because I want to know, like, Miss, if I take an
You will never meet her again,
would I
man.
go to level 20 if I pass, or should I have to take
You
the
never
one
meet
with
her
4?
again.
She might raise
That's
my
something
score.
you have to
She
talk
might
to
raise my score. That's why.
Lester Pearson Student
What do you want?
Services
You want like
and
99% score?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You not
Okay.
90%.
Mohammed,
Maybe
okay,
you
bye.
get 80 or
And
70,
then I
man.
see
You
Taha,
will
you're
not get
staying on. Do you
90.
have another
Then
question?
after that, I will ask her. Can I?
Yeah, it's just
get
about
like around
the
5% or
like
6%? then
because we have like
90%.
persuasive
Great.
lecture.
I mean, leave it. I mean, nobody cares.
Personal response
No,
assignment.
here,
Absolutely.
it really matter. It is matter.
It's just the difference between like the first assignment and second assignment. It's just like the first response. It's just we give our opinion. Yeah.
So I think the difference is in the length, right? Because the second one is going to be a full essay, right? And this one is just a paragraph, right? Just one paragraph. It's only one paragraph. In that paragraph, you either agree or disagree with the statement, or you basically give your opinion on the statement, the question, and then you use your supporting details from your personal experiences and one or two texts that you just read, either short stories or poetry, or one short story and one poem, to prove the answer that you're providing, right? So you're going to refer to your life and to the things you read to prove your opinion. And if you want my feedback or more information, please join on Friday, and I'll be more than happy to help you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Okay.
Miss. You're such a good teacher. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Hero. That's so sweet. You wait and see. That's just the beginning. Okay, so Hayden, do you have a question?
All right, that's nice. That's nice. Nice. She literally laughing. She was smiling. I was good student, you know. Thank you, Miss. I
don't care.
It's matter. It's matter. Then
I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
She will mark.
It doesn't.
She will mark. She will mark.
It doesn't.
She will raise my mark. So it's so important. Anyway, the thing is I'm going to check this question answer. Then done.
Okay. Yeah. See ya.
No. I have to write the another one. Like I have to write like response.
What response?
Yesterday's response.
What?
Wait. Yesterday's response. The Nobel.